Let's talk about how to align to your heart's desire so you can create more of what you truly want in your life today on Awakening with Amy. Hi, welcome. I'm Amy Valentine, certified life coach, hoping to awaken within you a mindset that you can be, do, and have any desire. And today we're going to talk about heart's desire in a way that helps you connect to that unlimited you. It's in there. I promise. It doesn't always feel that way. Why? Because our mind keeps us in that quagmire of indecision. What should I do? I need to do something about this. Well, the heart is not about doing anything. The heart just feels and knows the truth. We're going to break that down today. But first, this morning I got an email from someone asking me a question. And basically, to summarize the email, he was saying to me basically that he has a new job. It's been about 4 weeks and everything's going really well. He's getting his day-to-day down, by now. And he said in his head is this thought process of, I don't know if I want to stay here. I don't know. There's something better out there. I don't know if I want to do this. And so he's asking me, he's like, I've had tons of jobs in the last 30 years. I mean, he said like over 50. He's like, what is this voice? Is it my ego? Now, yes, I told him, it's your ego. Because why? What does the ego do? The ego wants to separate. The ego's job is to separate us from our heart's desire. Why? Not because it's mean and malicious. No, because the ego is a construct from fear. It's just a construct, and it only knows fear. And limitation. It doesn't know the unlimited nature of the heart of love. In 1991, scientists found, this is the power of connecting with your heart. This is the teachings of Greg Braden. Scientists found in 1991 that the heart has a neural network that works just like the brain, but they work independently. The brain has a neural network and the heart has a neural network. The heart has over 40,000 cells in that network that connects us to, right? What's right for us, what's good for us. In other words, another way to say that, it's our intuition, right? That intuition just points the way. It doesn't explain, it doesn't justify, it doesn't rationalize or analyze. It doesn't need to, because it's connected to that higher intelligence. Now, the brain, its job is to make decisions. It's a focusing mechanism, right? But it's when we find ourselves in that loop of should I, shouldn't I, that indecision, that is a disguise. That is your warning. Doubt is present. My ego is present, confusing me. So it's time to consult the heart. And I'm going to show you a process later on in the video on how to do that, to make it easy for you to create, to know what you want. I mean, getting clear on what you desire is important. And really, everything that we desire, what does Abraham Hicks say? Every desire we have is because we think it will make us feel better now. And another way to say that, desire is just a divine urge to create more, to be more than we have been, because it's for the expansion of ourselves and of the universe. So, the mind, it's a polarity organ. Understand, use it when you need it. But it's not really the decision maker. The decision maker that needs to be consulted if you want to live your highest life and your highest ideal is your heart. Because your mind's going to always direct you to the outer circumstances, what you don't want. And those circumstances that you don't want, or any circumstances, even if you do want, is not source of anything. You are, your consciousness, what's going on within you is the source, and the effect are those 3D circumstances, right? So Neville Goddard has a brilliant quote, and he talks about this teaching that Greg Braden talks about, the mind-heart coherence. Neville Goddard said this about the heart and the mind. Through your ability to think and feel, you have dominion over all creation. What is Neville saying there? Through your ability to think and feel, you have dominion, you have control over your life experience. This is so huge. Why? Because what you think about yourself, what you think about everything else, is based upon your self-concept, what you assume and believe to be true. And all those assumptions and beliefs are really perceptual. How you perceive one thing, you can perceive that one thing through a filter of fear, right? The mind's focus through fear, or through love. And that perception, that awareness of being, becomes your reality. And this is really huge. So, when we have that negative emotion, just understand that negative emotion, that trigger, that anxiety, that fear, that doubt and worry is just guidance. It's letting you know that your ego is present, trying to keep you in that quagmire, so don't let it. Understand that negative emotion is telling you, you no longer are that person. You no longer want this situation. Whatever it is, it's just guidance. Saying, if you keep looking at me, you're going to keep creating more of me. You're going to keep creating more negative things that lead you down that road of non-fulfillment. So what you want to do is consult that higher intelligence, that higher knowing, that heart, that feeling within you that is only ever fulfillment. That's the crazy thing about the heart. The heart's only going to lead you to your fulfillment. It's never going to tell you why. It doesn't need to, because it's just pure love. It's just showing you your fulfillment. So it's not just a platitude to say, follow your heart. This is huge. We're using our mind to decide, yes, of course, and discern, but we're using our heart to let that lead the way instead of our ego. So how do we do all this? Understand that at the core of every negative emotion, every unwanted situation that you might be experiencing is you wanting things to be different. It's you thinking you're defining yourself through that situation. And it's just not who you really are. Your heart knows who you really are. Who you really are is that energy that is eternal behind all the physical appearances of life, right? Judge not by appearances. Judge with righteous judgment with your heart. That's what it means. Just feel and know your truth. Let all the circumstances be there. So, David R. Hawkins is a wonderful teacher. He talks about how to release those triggers, those negative emotions. And he explains how to just be with them, because if we fight them, we end up suppressing and repressing those emotions, and then they come out, they have to come out in some way. Energy has to move. So understand, when you get triggered or you feel that anxiety welling up or that fear, that is just that energy wanting to leave your body. And if it doesn't, then you're going to lash out, you're going to suppress it, or you're literally going to express it in a way that's unhealthy, that's going to create more of it. Or you're going to stay too busy. You're going to avoid it, that avoidance, right? That's all just negative emotion wanting to leave your body. And this is what David R. Hawkins talks about, how to let go of that. Letting go involves being aware of a feeling, letting it come up, staying with it, and letting it run its course, without wanting to make it different or do anything about it. Negative emotion, anxiety, whatever you want to call it, is like a crying baby, in essence, right? It just wants you to be with it, not to judge it, not to analyze it, just be with it. And here's a technique from Greg Braden on how to do just that. And it's about that heart-mind coherence, letting the mind just chatter away, let your heart lead the way. And this is the technique on how to let go and listen to your heart so you can have and be more of what you truly want. Number one, you want to tap your heart center gently. This is signaling, right, to your mind. Now we're going to connect on the heart right now. Then take a few slow, deep breaths. That tells your body it's safe to relax, to slow down. Just take a moment. Once you feel relaxed, you're going to ask a question. You're going to ask your heart a question. And literally, before you're done the question, your heart's going to tell you the answer. It's just going to try it. It works. I've been practicing this all week, and it works. Remember, your mind is going to keep you in that loop of indecision. It's its job. It's a polarity organ. Your heart is that higher intelligence just pointing you. It just points the way. It doesn't explain to you why. It just trust it. Learn to tap into your heart. This is how you be more. Have more of what you truly desire, is learning to let your heart guide your life. You know, we don't shun the mind, we use the mind, right? But we keep it in its place and balance it all out by focusing on our heart, like Greg Braden talks about, that heart intelligence is the higher intelligence. Your intuition, it will never steer you to anything unwanted. So, thank you so much for being here. I intend that this hits you in a way, hits your heart in a way. Use this process to help you, with any triggers or any negative emotion that comes up. It really gets easier and easier. Thank you for being here. Please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Or even send me an email or a question at amy@avlifecoaching.com. And until next time, take care.